Back to the Inquisition, part 24. And after that devastatingly shocking episode last time, I think it's time we confront Liliana and see what she has to say. And she's tripping balls over here.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
I got something to tell you.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still
It
noble.
was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Well, carry on, Liliana. We'll talk later.
Leave you to your work.
Alright, so it might take me a couple episodes, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the rounds here like I usually do. I turned in my requisitions for the Storm Coast, which was a geological survey, and I'm sure when I go back there, they'll give me another Inquisition requisition, and I will, for that matter, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rounds as I usually do. Like I said, this might take an episode or two. I gotta stop saying that. So I'm gonna go ahead. I usually start with down in the over on the outer gate with Cassandra. Come on, Cam, makes sense. But so for that matter, I'm gonna go ahead and start up here and save Cassandra and all them for last.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining
Uh-oh.
us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Absolutely not, Vivian.
Joined us freely. We don't need Templars to contain them.
My dear, I don't think you've grasped the magnitude of the situation. The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. You know as well as I do that mages attract demons where the veil is thin. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
I'm surprised you are taking this attitude, Vivian, considering you yourself are a mage. But I think we're going to go ahead and point that out to her.
If you're seeing demons everywhere, do you believe you're a risk? Do you believe I am?
We are a risk, darling. Better to know it and use caution. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
That's just tantry rhetoric. Templars aren't the solution.
Right. But Templars are a poor solution.
They are men, and all men are flawed. But some
No,
fail.
I got some slight approval back.
Try. The fact remains that there is no cure for an abomination except death. Someone must strike the killing blow. Who shall lower the blade if not a Templar? Tell me something. As you will no doubt have a hand in shaping it, what future do you see for mages?
Plain and simple. I'm sorry to say this, Vivian. You're going to hate me, but mages should be free.
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
You are not the first to forget that the walls of our towers kept the wolves out as much as they kept us in. We hate the Templars when they stand over us in judgment, but we thank them with all our hearts when they keep the mob at bay. It's something to consider, my dear.
Jeez, Vivian. Boy, we got a lot of disapproval from her, but I'm sorry. The mages will be free, and is an abomination no different than a rogue who is after your purse? Or a warrior who's gone bloodthirsty mad? Oh, Josephine, what are you doing out here? Okay, I guess I can't talk to her. Let's see what Mother Giselle has to say.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
We'll do our best.
We'll try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry or its own namesake.
Interesting thought.
Revered mother.
Well, it seems she's on the level with me, so that's good. Seriously, something's gonna have to be done about Vivian. Oh, we can talk to Josephine now.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge.
Ho ho ho!
Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
It's needed more than ever.
The Chantry should be a place of hope, not another group scrambling for answers.
That must be its strength again. The Chant did much to bridge nations. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
He's just gonna sit down with some swag.
Familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I can see the importance, I guess.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
No, I'm not gonna say the upper left. The upper left is obviously a romance. That's an ambitious notion.
To steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montilier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were to you, how would you reply?
Well, let's ask her first. How would
Will
you?
my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
An Andraste chose me. I don't know. That's private. I don't claim to be holy.
I tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Interesting. Well, a good day to you, Lady Montilier. Is that how you pronounce it? I hope so. Let's go and turn in the research. Ooh, a lot of things were turned in. Excellent. All right. Let's see who else we can find to talk to. We got a huge difference of opinion going on left and right. I wonder where Fiona is. Let's go track her down. Oh, but first, I guess let us talk to Solus, because he might have a huge something to say on the matter. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
I'm a mage, I know. Let's say let's give him the credit.
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
Solus slightly disapproves.
It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witness.
I saw you there, buddy.
I'm surprised you're not
Wait,
more
did I?
interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself. For? This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
Oh, boy. That's a scary thought. Dorian, my man, let's talk for a second.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
You disagree?
I take it you don't agree.
On the contrary, I approve. Heartily.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that is to hear.
Support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given southern mages mages licensed to, well, be like mages back home.
So long as they're like you, my handsome devil. No. I ain't gonna lie. I'm, you know, I'm tempted just to see. I ain't gonna lie. Dorian's a handsome devil, but for the sake of maintaining consistency and that for the fact that both I and Cyrus believe in Cassandra, we're gonna have to stay the course. Let's see. So they'll rule us next?
So what? They all turn into blood mages, worship dragons, and then take over?
Not at first, but you'd be a fool not to see where this could lead. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed, by inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Have you seen Alexius?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Yet no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
Let's go talk to Sarah. I was surprised that she disapproved of my actions.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains.
Eh,
Just be the other side of Haven. Just in case.
you don't like mages?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. You're fine, right? My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
Okay, well, I guess I understand your apprehension. Carry on. I'm curious as to what Bull has to say, too, because he also disapproved. But, we probably won't have time to him. Let's talk to Varric.
Joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But red lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it spread?
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
Don't worry.
The Inquisition has the numbers to track down all this lyrium and destroy it.
I hope so. I don't want to think about what happens if it starts a plague. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Let's have a party, man.
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Cyrus, when you let your guard down, you are pleasant to be around.
Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
I'm sure he will. Well, that's all the time I have talking to everyone up here. I'm going to find Enchantress Fiona if I can in the next episode. Thank you guys all so much for watching. This was Cam Plays the Inquisition, and I will see you guys all in the next episode. Leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to get Knighted today. And love yourself, because Cam loves you too. See you in part...